So really welcoming everyone to this beautiful day. It was not a very beautiful day this morning here in Peru, but it turned out the sun has come out and it turned out to be an incredible day. It's overwhelming times for many. And for some that, you know, the waves of overwhelm, which is stuff coming out, you know, to the surface that was already dealt so many years ago, for release and for erasing it and deleting. Some have that stuff coming out on the day, on the gate itself. Others well before the date, and certainly. And that is the natural movement. But there is an implosion and the explosion taking place. There is an ascension and a descension. It's a descension and an ascension. And it's very interesting. And it's being voiced very much by a foundation, which is the breath of the earth and that sound. It's almost like that. I was sharing before the time that one of the I was lying on the grass, you know, to get some grounding. And I put the leaf on my ear, and I could hear the sound of the humming of the earth. So it's very much within ourselves. So let's center ourselves now. I'm going to admit again the people that get out and in. And let's take a deep, deep breath together. We are breathing in alignment with the earth. So inhaling and exhaling with the earth. And we're going to open the field with a sonic transmission. Samna hila koratihi hulihi halayali shorwi hamsuri kamni alayuri. Inhaling and exhaling, returning to center, and we are entering the portal gates. Just see the portal. See the colors blending with each other. And we have many colors, and each one of us will probably see different colors as we enter the portal. The colors that are very visible are Siberian blue, gold, emerald, rose. And there's this indigo. It's a mauve that is setting. It's like misty. And this is a special, special time and a special portal of awakening to the call of the lion aspect of ourselves and the lion within. And it is energetically connected to our soul's vibration. So it translates into different geometries, different algorithms. and different sonic waves. So you want to feel the inner core of your being with a complete sequence, complete activation. So allowing yourselves to see the portal, to feel in you stepping into that quantum leap, and to touch the void. Because everything that is being received, it's coming beyond time and space, in that place of the void. Everything, as we enter the temple of the white lions, or the white lion aspects, through the galactic doorway, through the great central sun, the galactic doorway, we are in perfect alignment with the crystalline core of the earth. So we are plugged in and anchored within the womb of Pachamama. We have listened to the call of our divine beings, calling your divine beings, calling your teams to connect as a pod, as a group that is gathering here today, to enter the sacred portal. You are seeing a beautiful glow. It's almost like gold dust. But also the colors of that rainbow, that blending in of energies into the white and the coal and the gold, and the spiral threads all around in this sacred temple that we are in now, and feeling the fire of the womb of creation in alignment with the fire of Gaia. So when you feel the fire, let's feel the fire with our wombs, feeling that we are receiving the codes, the fire codes, but we are activating, we are receiving the wave form, but we are activating them from inside the womb. And that's the fire of creation. And it's a burning fire, because the time is now. This is our special place, a place to explore this array of potentials, of possibilities, access soul memories, experience and feel. You have been here before. Just feel into the sacred temple. Arwana paruta ta kwarunate hirota hinuka haha shurma a warma turane kalakwa surane kwalaka ishka ihaha ishta huha haru aru hi. And we are now full inside the temple, experiencing the memories of all those aspects of ourselves in higher versions, all those that are semi-integrated, all those that are up for integration, feeling the consciousness expanding outwards in order to connect and access the vibratory frequency match of the white lions, those aspects of those starry ones. That's what they call themselves. They are from the star lineage, they are very, very old. They have overseen with the ancient builders and the bird people, actually, our original blueprints. They hold that memory, they hold that wisdom, and they're welcoming you and they're welcoming us. And there is Maya and Asvan. There is a couple in the center of the temple. And they look very much like the image on the screen. So they stand majestically in the center in the holographic image also, because there's a field, electromagnetic field around, and they are gathering in a semicircle in a council with the Illyrian golden ones. So there's many, many of them. So just feeling into that. And while we feel into that, feel the pulse and the heartbeat of this gateway, attuning to the beat of the crystalline core and our own core in this planet, because now we are in sync. We have given permission. We have the desire to reconnect, to connect to the full totality of who we are. And both these lions are holding two spheres. One is holding a Siberian blue sphere, crystal sphere, and the other one, and on the one hand, and the other one is holding an emerald one. And these spheres have great luminosity, and they are inside the spiral golden threads of anti-clockwise and clockwise. It's a toroidal field of golden sparkling light. And these spheres hold the keys to the ascension of all matter. And they also hold the keys to the shift of consciousness and the yo-yo of this descension and ascension and the shift and expansion of consciousness to embody our evolutionary leadership in our world that we are creating, that we are designing together as this part, and we are interconnecting together with all other parts, especially today. So just like, let's breathe that, inhaling and exhaling through your hearts, feeling that. And you are called now, you are called to the center, one by one, you are called to enter the inner circle, this electromagnetic field, close to these spheres, to place your hands in the spheres. So from the blue Siberian sphere, first, even though, this is not linear, because there is many of us, I see many of us, touching the spheres simultaneously. So it's not a linear movement, connecting with them, feeling in your heart's guidance as you connect to the soul of this matching frequency within your light body, because you will connect this Siberian blue sphere and to the one that is being held by the white royal Maya, the feminine energy, which is emerald. And they're holding the keys of the star lineage that we all are being ignited within our own DNA structure. And these are not keys that are unknown to us. These are keys that we've already received. And therefore we have the remembrance in our DNA structure. We are collecting those keys again. We are reminded. And as we are stepping into this infinite field, it's an infinite field, it's a universal intelligence. We are receiving the updated light coding sequences of that original blueprint, our original makeup. And feeling, and what is that original makeup? It's the one that we came in, which reflected the totality of the activation of our strands, from the 12 to the 144 strands and activation resonances, basically. And some of us even more than that, because the number is infinite, really. but feeling that original one, feeling the harmonic heart pulse, creating a resonance in the field. And we are uniting with the resonance of Maya and Asvan, collapsing all the entangled particles within the crystallized waters of our body that are ready to be finally done with. All the old templates, clearing and opening the pathways of our veins, our arteries, the bloodlines, our ancestral lineages, our cell structure. So there is a simultaneous movement here, letting them go and willingly, consciously receiving the upgrades, the upgraded matching vibration of this infinite love from our soul's blueprint. Each one of us diverse, from our solar lineages, coding sequences to expand our heart core and restore it to stillness. And just feeling into that as a part, as a group, feeling into that in your own singularities. And activating it now in your own homes, in your own sacred spaces, with your own mantras. Gikai kur kanur kataruka, madurita daruta hihisura, ualikai kuruna. Hui. He. Hui. And we feel we're ready. We're ready. We're ready to take the seat. We heard the clarion call for so long, been working for so long, so many years, and we heard that clarion call. But today we hear the clarion call from the white lion aspects, the star lineages. They encapsulate most of the star lineage with your inner authority as a sovereign, loving master of your own journey. You are embracing, you are fully unified with the aspects that are integrating, that have integrated, that are in embodiment, whatever the phase of your development and growth is. But we are taking ownership. We are taking responsibility for our lives. And we are collecting from this field of intelligence, that as all knowingness, we are collecting the potentials. We are to open ourselves to the new way to lead and to embody the transformation that we are designing in the driver's seat for ourselves and for others in this planet. And these aspects are reminding us that this is upon us. It's not tomorrow. It's upon us. So let's activate that. Hairma tari turke sanuro koiranai. Inama ain anur kanaroi. Hilamla turkraka. Samtin tukaniki. Samtin kurikini. Sushuraptu kurkani. Anurkur, amnurkur, samturlai. Ki uta ura naha tahan ra. I was feeling that passion, that joy, and feeling that celebration You are being reminded to remember, to reintegrate the aspects. And these aspects, as they're being shown, they're like a holographic map. So, you know, as the spheres rotate, as the threads are the spirals are expanding, and they are in movement, because nothing is static, not even this now moment. It's all in movement. There is an holographic map of original parts, of possible parts, of possible potentials and qualities. And we have been given this today to remind, because we know we have that in our innate knowingness. What are these qualities? What are these pathways? Embracing diversity in multiple layers, in multiple universes, within ourselves, outside ourselves, with courage and with a pure heart. So let's envisage that from your fourth eye, there is a rotation of 360 degrees, just like the dolphins. And you are, as through this rotation, you are accessing this immense network of gifts and skill sets from all your lion aspects, from all your original blueprints, from that active intelligent field, which we call, and they are reminding us of that, the human spirit consciousness. So let's access that. So as we access that and you feel it in your pores, feel it in your cells, feel it being activated, shaken up in your DNA. And also see, we are being shown also a fertile garden, a garden in front of you that you have co-created. You've been actually the architect of this garden. You've been designing it. You've been for such a long time. Your desire for deeper connection with the full totality of yourself gave birth to that co-creation with yourself, with your light body, with the planetary soul in unification, and with others around you. See it in your vision and contemplate how this garden is beautifying our soul and all the souls across our path. I'm being shown that. It's in the template. How we are beautifying. And we don't even know it. So we are not trusting. But there's the beauty of this garden that we have co-created. And as you feel into this beautiful garden, experience the flux, because it's, again, we go back to the pulse of that divine ancient mothers, the divine feminine energies now available in full support of our journey. And these energies are not just available from the ancient mothers beyond time and space and within the earth, from our ancestral lineages, but also from our star lineages that we are plugged in today. So feeling the power of the womb. We go back, taking your consciousness to your own womb, the seat of your creation, and see that you are weaving spirals, golden spirals, that are aligning with the womb of Gaia. And you are doing it consciously. You're feeling it pulsing. You're feeling it transforming. And you are birthing this lotus of many, many, many petals, flourishing and blooming and stretching, because it is stretching from you all over, because you are Gaia. You are the field. So let's feel, we're feeling into that field together. It is your creation. Yeah, it's your life force. It's the power of full manifestation that is emerging in our planet, within ourselves, within this groups. I'm just taking a deep breath now and exhaling and placing your fertile intention, your request, in silence and waiting. No expectation of any response, just sending the signal. To your fractals, realities, to the wholeness. Placing that in. We place it in this field, in this spot. And exponentially, it is being shared throughout. We are letting go of all the negative pulses because they are emerging. They will keep on being emerged. The next 3 months, the next 2 months, then there will be an interruption. Then the next 3 months, there will be negative pulses emerging that seemingly keep you trapped. So disentangle yourselves and transmute them with the positive pulse of your creation energy that you are weaving with your fertile intention. You are being set free from all connections, all relationships, all situations, all places that are, whatever you want to put in the pot, they are no longer enhancing your fertile garden that you are creating, because the garden that you are creating now through the fire of creation is fertile. Taking a deep breath and exhaling. Marutaya Samtahi Katurako Elakatu Ramnali Allah Simnikorterano Aruhi Layo Layo Lalayo Ala Hinai Hortan Nuhurpata Hirkoikina. So Maya, that lioness aspect is very much coming in to telepathically activate your inner standing, that your journey is now in full reconnection to the full strands of DNA structure that you have been originally being put together. Let's put it this way. So the white lions are weaving multiple threads of rose, emerald, blue around the lotus of creation that is being birthed from our own wombs, each one of us, making it a huge lotus, the symbol and the foundation of creation, of all life. Reconnecting to our light body, reconnecting to the soul of Gaia, grounding it in the crystalline core and within your own core, in full matching frequency. There's a coding sequence coming in to seal that. And when we say seal, it's not to fix. Nothing is fixed. So it's to seal and to continue the movement and the pulse of that crystallization and that anchoring in Gaia, because it's descending. So we have the movement of the weaving of the worlds through the fire of our womb. We are encased in a golden egg of creation, expanding, pulsating, breathing with the earth, imploding, exploding, descending. Mi kai tu auna he aru aiona ha hu aira utraia hona umia umuia. Just taking a deep breath and exhaling, and we are being held with nurturing love from the deep, deep void space of that womb of great manifestation that we have built, that we have created through that lotus. And now we are sinking into the placenta of Gaia, feeling the rebirth of all our other selves crossing, as it feels, as it hits the placenta of Gaia, sinking through that placenta, it opens a galactic doorway from Gaia in an ascending movement that touches the stars. So initially, I was speaking about the loops, the infinity loops overlapped into each other, just like making a flower. So it's a loop. You ascend, you touching the placenta, you sinking, you grounding the energy. But as you ground to that core, you ascend through the galactic doorway, through the galactic portal, to this gate, and you touch your star lineages. You touch the lion's den, the lioness's den. You come back then in a spiral movement into the inner core of Gaia again. And feeling the human spirit, this vast, vast field of consciousness that is Gaia. So we are connected and unified with all parts and encoded with manifestation codes of new creation that have been reactivated. And there's an upgrade. Yes, there is an upgrade in the codex overlighting our own DNA, that original DNA. And we are grounding within the consciousness of the human spirit. Every single fractal, every single wholeness of that. Because now you cannot compete ever with the human spirit and that consciousness. We are now focusing, taking a minute to sink all this. With clarity. And now, ki kwar mitur kenur karakudurka sim tiranus sarurter emma eralde. We are given now the emerald. We are placing our hand in the emerald golden sphere, which is grounded. This sphere is grounded in the crystalline core of Gaia. It's that consciousness. And it's the core of that human spirit that we all have. And we are invited by our lionesses and lions aspects to connect to the conscious field of that human spirit as it reflects as tiny fractals across all timelines, all realities, as a primordial pulse of great change that is upon us. It is not coming. It is upon us. Taking a deep breath and just feeling in that. And there's a glow. There's an internal glow that is being manifested from inside us, from outside us. And we are connecting now to the unified self. As a pod, as a group, exponentially interacting with other groups, setting the same vibrational frequencies if they are in alignment. Breathing now, taking a deep breath, inhale and exhale, ha! And inhale and exhale, ha! And inhale and exhale, ho! Just like a roar of the lioness and the lions. We are opening our vocal cords, the voice of our truth. And we have the lions rising now. They are rising. So there's all these energies, all these frequencies inside in this semicircle, they are rising. And they are all these two, the couple, the Maya and Asran. Those aspects, there are aspects of this vehicle, are holding the sacred book of the lion leadership keys to be gifted to each one of us. And this book holds these keys. These keys are not new keys. They have been gone in the big forgetting, and they're now being reactivated. So in a group, we are singing. We are singing now. You can sing in your own spaces, but you are singing the sacred book of the lion's heart. It's a holographic book. And it's the heart of the leadership of that is upon us now in this planet. Karona hikuala hikana hermanina turiki warakwaruri malaliki hirasu haru inihu maralikuya sururu tahi mikwiduana ha turu and each one of us is in receipt in our own holograms as a matching frequency of that book. And the sacred book, it's a holographic manuscript of guiding, overlighting principles. And a very simple. And it means basically going back to basics. So following your heart and stepping into your own footprint, because that footprint is your unique mark. It's not by following someone else. It's by putting your footprint, your unique mark, because you You have everything. You are manifested creation. You are the designer. You are the architect of your destiny. And then celebrating, nurturing relations in all layers. Everything you touch. Celebrate nurturing relations, sharing your voice, speaking the truth of your heart, sharing with others, sharing with the planet, inspiring and growing within and growing with the others in community, intersecting, intercreating, collaborating, facing your challenges step by step as they occur, as there is a change, in the next entrapment or the next entanglement, to delay the process of evolution and growth and the process of expansion, and the process of what they call the shifting consciousness, that expansion field. Every time there is a challenge, step by step, instead of accumulating, combining emotion plus thought plus action and creating. It's done. It's designed. By the time the challenge comes through, you have your own design, your own solution in place. There is no anxiety. There is no struggle. There's a flow. We're being reminded of that. A creative sonic field around your art core. Create that field. Create the field on a daily basis, either by sound or by putting a music that touches your heart, or by dancing, or by the language of light. And this assists in returning the stillness and that silent focal point. I am the point. So being in empowerment service also to all kingdoms, owning the responsibility. We are responsible for our lives, for our actions, but we are responsible, and we're glad to be responsible. We are responsible with devotion and with joy. And let's be the dreams, be our dreams. We've all had many dreams of realizing so much in our lives. So be the dream. Champion whatever resources you've got. Entangle your gifts. Allow them to flower. You've planted those seeds. We've planted the seeds. We celebrate the seeds that we planted because they are being allowed to flower. And at the same time, we are untaming ourselves also. And all the other selves that are in full reintegration. But we are untaming ourselves into full liberation, cleansing and purifying ourselves from everything that is superfluous, excess. And it's not regenerating our soul. So let's activate together, you in your own places, to remember to reintegrate these guiding principles. And by repeating a simple mantra, me Hum An Miki An Miki An Miki Han. And we are unifying the template, our DNA structure, our light body, and the planetary soul of Gaia. We are reconnected. We are connected again. We are connected because we choose to be connected. Taking a deep breath and exhaling and celebrating within this choice that we are making for ourselves and for our communities to take now our lionesses and lions' keys. And we take these keys. What are these keys? We are grounding appreciation and gratitude within ourselves, within the planet. We are communicating right here, right now, heart to heart, soul to soul, with our own body. We are showing loving kindness with ourselves and with others and with our planet. We are respecting ourselves and others in whatever choices we make. You are nurturing the self-empowerment and developing interdependence and intercreation as we choose and if we choose, because we have the divine will to do it. We are feeling the radiance because we're projecting. We are a reflection. Remember, the human spirit consciousness field reflects back. So we are reflecting back the radiance of the golden star dust, the star lineages of this lioness and lioness gate, internally, externally, and we're shining our light. We're no longer diminishing our light. We are linked to source. Therefore, we are shining as beacons. And we give back to nature and to this, to divine community and communal service, and we regenerate because we are collaborating. We are finding our radiant light and connecting with others. And we're working with others and through that consciousness field that is the key core of the human spirit. And we reciprocate with loving kindness, restoring interpersonal relations and feeling fulfilled with joy, collecting joy, because we are devoted and because we love ourselves. And the key of being you, being us, being the authentic, being the real, being the raw, taking that ownership of your own emotions, your own thoughts, your own actions. When we do that, when we take that ownership, no one takes that away from you. You champion your resources. And you do it with humility, because you are not seizing power or seeking power. Because whatever we do, we are reminded we're doing it in service to the universal flow of life. And that is true leadership. Trusting always the courage from our heart inner compass, our intuitions. And we wait. Sometimes we wait until the time is right and then take action. But when we take action from from the purity and the truth of our soul. And we do it with love, with generosity. So this key of fearlessness, a fearlessness heart is fueled by this love, by this respect, by this value, by this balance for all things. And then, then we liberate, then we are free through grace. But we are free through grace. And it's our divine right. It's free through grace. It's almost, we are acknowledging within, we are recognizing, we are seeing it in ourselves, freely expressed, our gifts and skill sets. But we are humble. And in that humility is a key to a starlight life. And we are always removing, deleting and erasing what is not serving, what is superfluous, what is in excess, what is creating separation from the wholeness of that unification that we are now embodying. And we are actually remembering, we are reintegrating that human spirit consciousness cannot be tamed, because love always conquers fear. We are interconnected with all kingdoms, and we help each other. Kikashkushka na takola rakora na kora na kora na kora kisina torkini kitoikina. I swear, it's turmi tu. Tikarbuda kuya la kwarata. Surmudui, toroi. Kuala kauli. And we are reminded, we're remembering, these are some of the keys of the new leadership arising on earth. And we weave these keys, these threads of light around the temple together. And we are in appreciation, gratitude to the lioness aspects of Maya and Asvan for gifting us with their presence and with their archetypical figure right here, activating our memory of those aspects of ourselves. And now we are feeling into this field of gratitude and exploding this gratitude throughout the planet. We are filling our lion hearts, and we are embodying sunlight, lunar and solar, stellar consciousness. We carry that within ourselves, and we are reflecting it as a group, this golden light, through all kingdoms, to our planet, activating this sunlight, this stellar consciousness to percolate through our planet, to ground it in everyone's lion's heart and lioness heart. And so it is received and it is done.